What's going on, YouTubers? Our first fall harvest. Looks like the cucumbers are ready. We had some success with what we planted late summer and some not so much. Pretty much just cucumbers and pumpkins and one corn that's trying. So we're gonna harvest some cucumbers. I need me a giant Easter basket, I think. And we're gonna make us some kimchi. Because who doesn't love kimchi? So, and get up in here. I think there's one on the ground. Definitely gonna want to get that thing out of there. Gotta get one of these. If you don't have one, get you one. Now, gotta be careful. There are, look at that. Looks like I got one little bite from a nasty cucumber caterpillar. I don't like to spray poisons on my crop because it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So let's see, I think there's more in the back. This cucumber got out of control. I should have trained it to go the other way. That's on me. Let's see, try to get, I just need 3. Trying to get the biggest ones. Oh, this one, look at that, there you go. That one's pretty nice. Yeah, direct seed, direct sow wasn't that great. I'm gonna have to start some seeds next time because the success of this wasn't that great. But learning as we go, right? Learning as we go. All right. Let's see if I can just twist this one because there's way too much stuff in that way. Nope. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Number 3. I could probably barely squeeze a 4th in the jar. Yeah, let's get 4. I might be able to squeeze a 4th in the jar. If anything, when they ferment, get a little bit smaller and squeeze it in the next day. So I think we'll leave it. So as you can see, I got some pumpkins coming up in here. It's probably not a good thing. And my cucumbers look thirsty. That's mostly because I didn't have the garden bed done up quite like I should have. But, oh wow, this thing's huge. I was gonna cut it, but it looks like it comes all the way down here. We'll leave it. F it. Oh, tomatoes. These were from a tomato that we got from Walmart. I just threw the seeds in a thing and they started growing. So pretty soon I'll be able to eat some tomatoes. And this thing right here, that's a weed. The one bad part about using cow manure is you get some suspect stuff. Oh, so we'll leave it. Cucumber wrapped around it. That's definitely not something I planted. All right, that's it for now. Let's get in the kitchen. All right, welcome to the kitchen. We're gonna make us some cucumber kimchi, something that people at your workplace will love to smell. Basic ingredients, this is the most important. Red chili powder, flake. I got the flake. You want to get the coarse. You don't want to get the fine. Get the coarse. Oh, I need a tablespoon. All right, first things first. Of course, we already washed these off. We're gonna stick them in a jar. I wish Sam's Club still sold these pickles. They don't no more. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to grow my own pickles. Obviously, I already got those. And then see how I can make dill pickles. I've never done that before. All right, check it out. I'm gonna just do like wedges. You can do however you want, whatever style you want to eat your cucumbers that you're making into kimchi. Leave the skin on. The skin has a lot of great vitamins, minerals, all that good stuff. So one big thing you want to do with cucumbers, sample every one if you're going to mix them up, or even if you're not, because if cucumbers had any kind of stress while they were growing, whether that be lack of water, heat, bugs, bad soil, whatever the case may be, you're going to taste it and it's going to taste terrible. And if you mix them all in there, you're not going to know which ones are good and which ones are bad. So I recommend you take a small bite or cut a chunk off of every single one and taste it, just so you know that it's a good batch. Now, these things will get smaller as they start fermenting. I'm not adding fish paste. I'm not a big fan. So, is the flavor going to be the same? Yeah, kinda, but I'm not a big fan of the fish paste. So, I'm going to use soy sauce instead. You can use, I think they say Worcestershire sauce as an alternative, which would be kind of weird. I know what one thing I forgot. I don't have any honey. I gotta grab the honey out. Came ill prepared in the kitchen. Tried to get everything prepped so it wouldn't be a problem. Honey. You can use honey or sugar. I prefer honey. Real honey would be awesome. I don't think I have enough acreage on the homestead to get my own bees, because that's the last thing I need is the bees to try to eat me. Alright, well, I was hoping I could fit 3 in here. I can let it ferment. They will kind of soften and shrivel up. Then I can stick the 3rd one in there. Oh, that's a lot. Now you can, depending on how many you make a big batch, stick it in the sink, mix everything together, start putting it in containers. I'm pretty much the only one that's going to be eating this, because not too many people like kimchi. Or maybe it's just a Korean thing. So I'm going to stick it in the jar, shove all the ingredients in there, and then I have to come back and shake it every once in a while, just so it gets all mixed up. I mean, this stuff, I'd say day 2, that's when you can really enjoy it. All right, there's that cucumber worm. All right, set this off to the side so I don't cut myself. Kind of shooting at the hip with this video. I've never brought y'all in the kitchen before, so this is new. Now, this is the most important ingredient, and I'll put a link below in the video, because what do you know, you can pretty much get everything off Amazon. So I like 2 tablespoons. I like it nice and spicy. Put that in there. You always want to do the dry stuff before the wet stuff if you're going to measure it out. About a teaspoon of salt. Ooh. Of course, you want the garlic. I like the garlic. Some of this stuff, if you don't like, you can substitute it or just not put it in at all. About a tablespoon. I like me some garlic. Soy sauce in place of fish paste. I'm not a real big fan of fish paste. Let's do a tablespoon of that. Don't need that no more. And then your sugar source. I prefer honey. Maybe about a tablespoon. And that's it. That quick, that simple. Cucumber kimchis. Take this to your workplace, Your fellow employees are gonna love the smell. Trust me, I know from experience. All right, that's it. From crop to harvest to processed. Hope you enjoy. We'll see you in the farm.